We're here at the National on Collect TV, and joining me now is Leaf President Josh Pankow. Welcome.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
What is it? What is it like? When people come over to your booth? What do they say about Leaf? What's the brand now today?
It's been incredibly positive this week. It's been just so many people excited about what we're doing. We had a great promotion that we've done, pack giveaway that we're actually running out of every day at like 11 because it's so popular. So we're having to ration packs. The experience has been incredibly positive for us. Everybody is very excited about what's coming. We've changed some things over the last 6-8 months. So, we're really turning the corner, making products that people really love. And one of the things we're really doing is making sure we keep products affordable for people that can actually just collect.
When I think of Leaf, I think about different,
Okay.
right? Like, I don't know if that's the mission statement, but I think, like not necessarily licensed, but really getting a piece of the mind share and selling what is in the moment.
That's very much what we do. We try to react very fast to things. So when something happens in the world, we can make a card of it, get a deal with somebody, do something kind of on a whim, and react much faster, where we can put something up within 24 hours, within minutes even. When Cillian Murphy won his Oscar this year, we had a card on the website 2 minutes later commemorating that, where he had signed stickers with Oppenheimer inscriptions. So we try and react really fast to the market and try and do some cool, unique things for sure. There's a lot of sports cards out there, and we try and put a little twist on it and make it unique in our own way. And non-sport stuff, we're rocking and doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
The Haley Welsh,
yes,
Hawk Tuah cards,
gosh,
sold in like what 16 hours or something like that.
Sold 1,000 of them in 16 hours.
How did you mispriced it?
I know. Apparently,
they should have been $199 each.
So it's funny you say that
because the first thing people said to me was, "Get out of here." $99.99, that is such a dumb price, as if it was overpriced. Right. And it's like, well, ultimately, maybe you want to take 2 to 3 to 4 days. Maybe the right price was $200 each.
Yeah, it's funny. We had an internal discussion about what we should charge, and we really weren't sure. This is a little bit of uncharted territory, but we were like, you know what? Let's keep it semi-affordable and see what happens. And, it went crazy. We'll have a base card coming on the website here in a few days, and we're really curious. That'll be open order. So it'll be really curious to see how many of those we sell.
Let's talk about the idea of NIL, of high school kids signing now. You guys have signed a couple really, really high-profile players who you're not signing them because they're going to be in college next year. You're signing guys who are maybe in their sophomore or junior year in high school, which we've never seen. Why are you going that far back into this market like no one ever has?
For sure. Obviously the rules have changed over the last few years with NIL, so made it where you can go sign these kids. It's still a little murky in high school. Some of the states still don't allow it, but we really make sure that we're getting value to the customers. The big thing is we're signing mostly quarterbacks. These are the guys that 5, 10, 15 years from now, they're going to be the next Patrick Mahomes.
And this is going to be their first card.
Correct.
And people are going to start to chase them, and they always have liked the idea in this industry of first.
Correct. And I think we're changing the way collectors think about football cards. Forever it was, I want them once they get drafted. And then it was a little bit, maybe they're in college. Now it's like, hey, this kid is going to be the next Patrick Mahomes or the next Jalen Hurts or the next, Lamar Jackson or the next Josh Allen. And you can get them for a much more affordable price now, because once they reach those levels, as you know, their cards are very expensive.
Do you bake into how long you might have to hold them? For example, right? Like, what happens if I'm not going to immediately sell maybe a quarterback, but maybe like 2 or 3 years down the road, like Time Magazine keeping a back order office, right? So, and then I almost get a secondary value out of it. Is that part of the business model?
For sure.
Okay.
And look, we're throwing a lot of veterans in there too. So we're throwing Emmitt Smith, and we're throwing Josh Allen, and we're throwing all kinds of, John Elway and Joe Montana. So those are the guys, look, if you want to buy a box and resell some of the cards, you can sell those now and save your Juju Lewises and your DJ Lagways and your George McIntyres and your Deuce Knights.
Wow, look at you rolling those names off. Damn.
It's crazy. Like 2 years ago, I wouldn't have known who any of these kids were. And now it's like, I can rattle off the top 10 for the next 3 classes.
What type of special products? I know you've done like a Hollywood type product for a long time. I know Leaf, kind of the trademark is to have 4 outrageous sticker autos together, or a booklet, or where are you on the future of that?
Yeah, so we're expanding it for sure, looking at bigger deals, pop culture, we're doing a lot. One of the things we're doing that Leaf has never done is we're looking at licensed stuff. So we've licensed some small sports, power slap, the bowling, so PBA, the bull riders. So we have licenses with them. And
No,
then
that'd be some cool cards.
yeah, so we met all the power slap guys. It was a blast. These guys are just like guys off the street that they're paying money to slap
Can you
people.
can you encapsulate some white dust?
Yeah, we talked about that, and then like making oversized cards with their slap print on them. But then we're really looking into some of the non-sport licenses, so potentially doing movies and TV shows. So instead of it just being a card, imagine if Margot Robbie had a Barbie card instead of it just being a Pop Century card. It's really cool as a Pop Century card. It takes it to a whole new
Yeah.
level if it's a Barbie
Yeah,
card.
I'm telling you, Pop Century alone for years has stood out, especially when you look on eBay. There's, the chase card of the big cards selling for hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and it's worked. It's
Yeah.
really worked.
Yeah, and I mean this year we've got a triple autograph with Clint Eastwood, Gene Hackman, and Al Pacino.
Oh.
Like, I mean, those guys are all old, and that it's an incredible card. And I honestly think a lot of that stuff is overlooked when it first comes out, because like when a product first comes out, there's a lot of it available on eBay, as you know. So people think, oh, these are easy to find. 3-4 years later, they start getting really expensive because most of these big profile people, they only want to sign 1 or 2 times. It's not like these athletes that'll just keep signing and signing and signing. So Margot Robbie's not going to sign every year. It's a one and done type of deal typically.
And it seems like there's a lot of licensed properties, whether it's a movie that, Paramount's sitting on it, a very popular movie. It seems like there's a lot of licensed properties that just haven't cared to be licensed.
Yeah, and that's one of the things we've noticed for sure. There's a lot of logistics behind it, and quite frankly, it's money, but it's not. I mean, they're talking about millions and sometimes billions with what these movies make. You're talking about a couple $100,000 for a licensing trading card. So some of the times it's just not worth the effort for them. But we're getting there. There's some that just are interested in doing it because they think it's cool. We've hit some guys that are in charge that just like trading cards, and then they want to do it so they can collect them. So it's a little bit of an uphill battle there. And the toughest part is a lot of celebrities don't know anything about trading cards. So like we were just in the back room, all the athletes know what stickers are. They know what trading cards are. There's no learning curve. But if you go to Margot Robbie and say, "Hey, sign these stickers," they're like, "What? I don't know what that means." Like, where are you putting them?
I gotta tell a great story.
Yeah.
So I got the fake cards of Kathy Ireland.
Okay.
Where she's at bat. I guess it was taken maybe by SI or something. In a Mets kind of uniform, and I put 9 cards on a cardboard piece of paper.
Okay.
And said, "Please sign these." And she signed the cardboard paper. She signed the cardboard. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, we've had all kinds of funny stories. We've had people sign the stickers on the wrong side. We actually had a football player, and I won't name him by name, but our stickers come in sheets of 6 rows of 5. And he wrote his autograph on the first line, and the second line, he printed his name. And he did that 1,000 times. So instead of signing 2,000 stickers, he printed his name 1,000 times and signed his name 1,000 times.
Oh my God.
So we were like, thanks. Unfortunately, we can only pay you for 1,000 of these because we can't pay you for your printed name. So, you run into some funny stories for sure.
Josh Pankow, thanks so much for joining me.
Thanks so much, Darren.
Here.
This has been a blast.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.